There are things today that are not important to him. You know, he'll put his shoes and socks on in the car. No, it's not important. What's the difference whether he does it in the house or in the car?
But everything he lands up doing, he does well.
When he decides he's going to do something,
he's a good student.
Well.
He does everything. He does a little bit of everything.
He's not a bragger. To him, it's, you know, I do it.
It's like we kept saying, Michael, if you want to play your clarinet tonight, you might as well practice if you're going to do it right. It's okay, Mom, I know how to do it. He's gotten straight A's in music. He says, I'm fine. I'm in band. I've always gotten A's. I'll be okay. We were worried. He got up there. He was fine.
Did beautifully, like he did it every night.
I think we worry about everything. He's just not a worrier.
It's a normal parental reaction, I think. Next 5 years are very tough between now and 18. How much difference does this event today, do you think, make in the life of a young Jewish man? You went through it. How could you see that change, especially those next 5 years for you, and what will it do for him?
You know, that's an interesting question, because I don't think it's tonight that has anything to do with the next 5 years. It's the 4 years that Michael put in leading up to tonight that has a bearing on the next 5 years. It's the commitment, it's the dedication, and it's the giving up of the things that he had to give up in order to make tonight and make today happen. And that builds character. And that's something that I've always been concerned about with Michael. I push him in certain directions, as I'm sure all parents do. My wife's laughing. She knows it's Michael, it's Saturday morning, come on and play tennis with me. Michael, you have a lesson. He's become a super tennis player, but it's not important to him like it was important for me to have him play. But his bar mitzvah was important. And he put in the time, he put in the effort, and you can't tell from me. I don't know whether he made one mistake or 20 mistakes. The rabbi said he did it perfect. Not one mistake, except where it was a false start. They pointed him to the wrong...
What he did is Michael did not memorize it like most kids memorize it. Michael can read Hebrew. Michael can speak what he's reading. He knows what he's reading. And it's just like him reading English. So where a lot of kids will memorize it because they can't read it, he did not. And he pointed to the wrong part, and he just started to read it wrong. And it wasn't that he was reading wrong, he was just reading the wrong part. And he really does read Hebrew beautifully.
As a matter of fact, he said, I'm so glad I did it. It broke the ice, it took all the tension off, kind of laughed at himself a little bit and went on and did it perfect.
But he's always been a super considerate, really generous child, and he's always been a delight. So one thing, no matter who's Michael is with or where he goes or, you know, if he's their friends or relatives, they always come back and say Michael is a super kid.
But your question really was tonight. Tonight is the reward for the 4 years of the effort. Hopefully, the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years is the reward for the character that he's built in the last 4 years. And that's what he's shown so far. God only knows. I hope it continues. He seems to be building that kind of character.
Well, we certainly hope so, and I think that, I'm sure you hope also that he would, when he goes on and has children, to pass on these values to them also, and hope to continue that tradition. Of course. I wish you guys would just speak a little more about your son. I mean, you won't hardly say anything about it. Well, he's okay, kid.
We're not proud about it.
Well, no, not at all, not at all. You have a daughter.
Yes.
And now, did she have a bat mitzvah or
She
no?
went to Hebrew school for 2 years, and she decided it was not for her. It was her decision, and we said, if you want to quit, that's up to you.
We left it up to both of them. She's a super young lady. She's
wonderful.
14, going on 22. And hopefully, you know, the direction we see her going in is great. She's got nice friends. We know the friends that get in trouble. We know the friends that stay out of trouble. She seems to be staying with the friends that are out of trouble. She's picked up certain values that we like. And the one good thing about it is she talks to us, and especially with Bonnie.
That's very important today.
If they can talk to you, then you know where their head's at.
70% of the battle, at least, right there.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, well, I have to say something profound here. I mean, you know.
Yes.
Any particular message? I know you probably said all kinds of terrific things to Michael today and recently, but is there any one particular thing you'd like to have us record here tonight that you can say for your future reference to this particular tape?
Just that we love Michael so much, and we just wish him all the best in life, and that we know anything he really wants to do, if he puts his mind to it, he can do it, and that he'll do well in life because he wants to, because it's his choice.
Of course, Michael knows we love him. You know, when we're driving in the car together, I think I'm talking to him. I think he sees it as, here comes Dad with another lecture. And, you know, he always tries. And I guess the only thing I could say to him is to remember that, you know, to be successful in anything, it doesn't take 100% effort. It only takes another 5%. 5% more effort in anything you want to do. And all you have to do is make up your mind that you want to do it, and you can achieve it. And so far, that's what he's done. I hope he continues, and he'll have a wonderful life.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing it with us and taking the time.
One thing before you leave. Thank you for making tonight happen.
Thank you for paying for it.
And thank you for having us here. We've certainly enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Alan and Bonnie Cohen. We'll be back with more from the Beverly Hills Hotel right after this.
Live, and we have Michael and his best buddies with us. And I'm going to have each and every one of them introduce themselves. Okay, what's your name?
Brad.
And your name?
Josh.
And your name?
Charles. Jeff.
And you look really familiar. What's your name?
Mike.
Mike, yeah. Mike's got lipstick all over his face. So, this is Michael's best buddies. And do you guys have any anecdotes or stories that you want to kind of let the world know about Mike? Well, you're his best friend and his cousin. You must know something.
He's really depressed because he just broke up with his girlfriend. That's all I know.
Wait a minute. Wait, now who knows about this?
Me.
Oh, okay. Do you want
I don't want to tell about it, though.
That's a true friend. You're not going to tell. Okay. Do you know anything about it?
Nothing.
Nothing. Do you know if Michael has somebody else he has in mind?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you do?
What's her name?
So, she's here tonight, but you're not going to tell.
Would it be Jennifer Kaplan? No, I know.
Well, okay. We're not going to use any names. Now, do you guys, do you guys get together and play sports and
Galleria.
do you go to the Galleria?
Yeah, we go to Galleria.
And what do you do when you go to Galleria?
Just hang around the Sega Center and meet girls and stuff.
Yeah, meet
All the
girls, movies.
Do we call this scoping chicks? Is this what it's called?
Yeah. All right.
Cruising chicks.
Cruising chicks. I think I'm getting a little old. I don't know the terminology anymore. And how do you, now I want someone to explain to me how you cruise for chicks.
Just hang around. They come after us.
And Sega Center, what's that?
Okay. Nice and gently. Then you put your hands. And then you put a Sega token in it for them, and then they start playing games.
Oh, so you pay for their games and
Jeff, tell me what you do.
Holy brown. Yeah, let's hear what you have to say, Jeff. What do I have to say about
well, how do you scope for chicks or cruise for chicks?
Okay, I'll tell you about a recent incident that happened to me and Josh.
Oh, God.
We were just walking around the Galleria, and about 9 girls from up, this is true story now.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Isn't it? 9 girls came and they said, hey, you guys, wait a second, don't move it in. We're going, what do we do, you know? They came down, they started talking to us and following us around and everything. So we got their number and,
Wait, you have to know that I talked to those girls before and I told them they were really depressed and they need someone to talk to.
You, Laura, you don't even know who she is.
So this is what you do at the Galleria, you just hang around. Let me ask you guys, how do you get to the Galleria?
Car, transportation.
Does this mean Mom drives into the Galleria?
Yeah.
And then they pick you up at a certain...
Yeah.
Get rid of Mom and go, I really must be hanging out at the wrong place.
Right.
So this is what, like, you spend your summer vacations, at Galleria?
Yeah. Go to movies a lot.
Beach. Oh, you go to the beach a lot. Well, I would imagine that the beach would be a good place to cruise for chicks. Do you guys have any luck there?
They're all dandy there.
They barely have anything on, so there's, nothing. It's all right out there, right? Well, do you guys...
They get tumbled by a wave and then their top falls down.
So the top falls down and then you guys go out and rescue them and I I get it. I got the picture.
When you're in the water, your hand's like slippery, you know.
Uh-huh. Gee, I am really getting old. So do you guys, listen now, let's get down to the level. You guys are Michael's closest friends, and do you have any words that you want to tell him, you know, any special thoughts or, you know, like how it feels to be his friend?
He made it this far.
He made this far.
So.
Well, that's really nice, and I haven't had an opportunity to be around this many good-looking men in a long time, so it's been really a lot of fun. Let's do it again real soon, guys. So this is Mike and all his friends, and this is Sandy Robin reporting live at the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Another really terrific evening is coming to a close here in Beverly Hills, and I don't know, quite frankly, when I've enjoyed an event as much as this. There is a lot of love and a lot of warmth here. You can really tell that Alan and Bonnie think very highly of their children.
Oh, yes.
As they have said many, many times tonight, and that's very, very nice. The times that we live in right now are troubled. The family unit, I think, sometimes is in jeopardy, and it's nice to see a family like this that is so close and that really does like each other.
Yes, it gives you a special feeling. The whole night has had a real special glow about it. It's been a pleasure to be here.
You had a chance to talk to the grandparents, and you spanned the generations. You talked to the grandparents and you talked to the kids.
The grandparents were wonderful, and the kids just put me away. I had more fun with Michael and his little boyfriends than I can remember in a long time. And they were really special kids, really nice kids, and that's nice. It's hard to find kids like that nowadays.
Especially that many in one particular group.
Yes.
Well, we think that Michael and his sister Cheryl are probably on the right track, and with the parents like Bonnie and Alan to guide them, I'm sure they'll do just fine in the coming years.
Oh, I think they'll do extremely well.
Listen, thank you very much for helping us out here. Sandy Robin, I kind of used the wrong name earlier, and I just wanted to clear that up. So
that's okay. It's my stage name.
Yes, your stage name.
Yes.
I used your married name, and
that's my single name.
Your single name. That's right. But no, really, thank you for your efforts as a trooper here, and thanks to everybody behind the camera. We've really appreciated all of your help tonight. So for Sandy and myself, for Keepsake Video, I'm Mark Kennedy from Beverly Hills. Thank you, and good night.
Suddenly I'm up on top of the world. It should have been somebody else. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. somehow.